that inspires. And by Xfinity. Count on powerful and secure Wi-Fi for all your connected devices. Xfinity X5. Can your internet do that? It's back to action time for the Flyers. For 10 days. Now they play 3 games in 4 nights in 3 different cities out west, part of their 4-game road trip. And there is Morgan Frost back from the COVID list and ready to play some hockey, as is Kevin Hayes. Of course, the Flyers have lost some players, but they also get a couple back.
Yeah, especially at that center ice position. So great to see Morgan available for this game. There's our former buddy Dave Hackstall behind the Kraken bench.
Still our buddy, but
yep. Not as close anymore, though.
No, don't talk to him as much anymore.
Exactly.
So we're underway. The Flyers back in action. Both of these teams last in action on December the 18th. So rust can't really be used as an excuse because both teams probably have plenty of it. As Colin Blackwell tries to move that puck through center, you look at the Flyer combinations with Couturier out. Kevin Hayes moves up to play with Konechny and Farabee. There's Grubauer, the goaltender for Seattle, moving it to the other side of the ice. The Flyers playing here at Climate Pledge Arena for the very first time. Beautiful arena from what I hear, and you've been there, Jonesy.
Yeah, it is. It's interesting. It's unique. The fans are settling into being fans of the National Hockey League now, and the Flyers want to make sure they keep the fans down early in this game, see if they can catch a lead here early on.
They can't get very loud in this building. Here's Jamie Alexiak up on the rush. The defenseman backhands. That one goes back behind the net. And the Flyers able to recover and clear the zone. You having a look at the Kraken combinations. They also still have some players out with COVID, but getting some back. Here's a shot, and that one batted away as the Flyers get right to the attack. Here's Kevin Hayes. That was Jerry Mayhew. His first game as a Flyer, 18th in the NHL, who took that shot, wearing uniform number 20. And he's proud about that. As Hayes tries to center that out in front, there is Mayhew on it again. They get it around behind for Van Riemsdyk, but it eluded JVR as it was up in the air. And the Kraken escaped to center ice.
Is Jerry a huge Chris Pronger fan?
I think it's Keith Jones.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. As Puck said, he's a forward. The puck goes all the way down for icing here.
Dave Poulin then.
There you go.
There's Mike Gill behind the bench there for the Flyers. The team has played very well underneath Yo. You can see his record right there so far. Very relaxed behind the bench. Done an outstanding job in getting the Flyers back on track. And you can be sure they'll be well prepared for tonight's game with some practice time along the way.
Mike talking about rolling with the punches. So we're all doing that these days, and certainly NHL teams are, because your lineup's changing pretty much every day, and you just have to go with what you have. Another icing here against the Flyers, and it's going to give players like Jerry Mayhew opportunities too, and those are chances that you'd like to take advantage of, and this guy as well, Morgan Frost.
Yep, and great to see Morgan back in there. He's really started to make some nice plays prior to exiting the lineup. They need him now to really perform well, and you can be sure under these circumstances he's going to get a heck of an opportunity.
Face off one though by the Kraken, and they'll take that shot. Marcus Johansson does, but it's blocked and it goes out of play. Lots of whistles here as we get things started. We've noticed in some of the games coming back from the extended break around the NHL, lots of goals, some sloppiness, I guess, to be expected.
Yeah, it's actually I was a little bit surprised. I thought the defensive side of the game would be there, but some teams struggled early on to kind of find their way in their own zone, and the offense has been clicking at a high rate some of the games early on. But normally the defensive side of it is there, and it takes the guys a little bit longer to get the feel offensively, but that has not been the case in the small sample size that we've had so far.
Flyers win the draw. Provorov gets the puck to Max Willman. He's also back from the COVID list as he missed the last game before the break in COVID protocols, and he was playing well. Had a couple of goals. Oh, he got in and forecheck, and it was McEwen who got a piece of Willman. As friendly fire there, back the other way. Johansson will roll it around behind the Philadelphia net. And as Donskoy is after it, he's checked by McEwen. The puck rolls free and the Kraken have it. They try to center it out in front. Gets caught up at the side of the cage. Donskoy couldn't get it out in front, but Johansson picks it up. Back through Wenberg, and out it goes for a shot from Adam Larson, just back from COVID protocols. That one sticked away easily by Martin Jones. So Willman gets to Braun, and he'll chip it through center ice. Yeah, that's really what we're going to be talking about probably for the next couple months. Players in and out of protocol. For Larson, he timed it well. He did not miss a game. He was just under protocol the whole time the league was in break.
Yeah, and he's a player that Seattle desperately needs in the lineup. A veteran player that's been around a long time. Started his career with the Devils and is a good stay-at-home defenseman with a little bit of offense to his game.
Leads the Kraken in ice time per game. There's a shot by Lausanne, denied at the side of the net by Jones. Atkinson gets the puck back around to Travis Sanheim. And Sanheim, who's been playing the best hockey of his season lately, lost that puck. Gord, the shot in the save by Jones. And then we get some pushing and shoving. Ristolainen and Gord. And then Blackwell quickly on the scene.
Yeah, I love to see that from Ristolainen. Gord can be a really pesky player that doesn't mind getting to those high traffic areas. He's a dangerous player. He's just a outstanding forward. There's the shot on goal, the save by Jones, and then right after that, Ristolainen gave him a quick shot. Gord didn't appreciate it because he's on the bench there. Looks like he's got a little bleeding lip after that punch from Ristolainen.
Two-time Cup winner who missed the first 4 games of the season after shoulder surgery and then missed the last 4 games before the holiday break with COVID. Quick shot off the draw. Jones the save off of Morgan Geekie, the former Carolina Hurricane. Jones seeing some pucks early.
Yeah, and Seattle's got that shoot first mentality going on. Geekie right off the faceoff, no hesitation. The quick shot. Jones alert, makes the save and forces another draw.
Which is won by the Kraken. And Alexiak will play it to Mark Giordano. The cross ice pass coming back toward Alexiak was deflected out to center. Kraken back on the puck, and they will backhand into the Philadelphia zone. Evan Connaughton given a rough ride there by Geekie. The Kraken in on the forecheck here. Yandel digging away, but it's Max McCormick for Seattle with the puck, trying to get it to Alexander True, but that was batted away. Back toward McCormick as he and Brown are entangled. Connaughton knocks a man down, and we have a scrum. Puck in there, trying to locate it, and it finally rolls to McCormick, but he's quickly tied up by Brown again. Well, here we go. Finally, the puck pops through. Was that about 30 seconds?
Yep, good hard-working shift there. Both teams doing a good job keeping the play alive, and Flyers buying some time in the defensive zone in good position and support one another.
But there's a steal by the Flyers, but then knockdown is Konechny, but that's with a cross check. So the Flyers will get a power play as Konechny was sent to the ice illegally. Eberle smiling, not agreeing with the call.
Yeah, we'll call that a smirk as he looks over at the referee, right? And he heads to the penalty box. Let's see if the cross-checking call is a good one right there. It's an easy one. Konechny was kind of going down at the time, but that is a call that the league is looking to make this year. Right there, the push with the cross-check from Eberle, and the Flyers head to the power play with a chance to open the scoring here in this game.
As we look at the Flyers week ahead, beginning tonight, tomorrow night, San Jose, and on New Year's Day, the Kings, and they wrap it up on the 4th in Anaheim. At the beginning of the year, this looked like a trip where, hey, you got a lot of points to get, but the California teams have been a little better than people expected.
They have, especially the Anaheim Ducks have done an outstanding job this year with a lot of good, young, talented players.
Flyers to work on this power play as Konechny gets to Giroux. Giroux holding on, centers, Van Riemsdyk scores! Claude Giroux makes some history with a beautiful feed to JVR for the power play tally. It's 1-0 Philadelphia. And Claude Giroux is now second all-time in points for the Flyers.
And how many times have we seen him make that pass? Our buddy Scott Hartnell used to bury a bunch of goals right where JVR fires this one home from. JVR a little bit outside his normal office space, buries it from a long range, and Konechny providing some support in front of the net. Giroux with a tremendously soft pass right into an area where JVR can snap it home, and Claude Giroux continues to rack up the points.
Yeah, he kills 2 birds with 1 stone. He picks up his 600th National Hockey League assist while passing Bill Barber all at once. and adds to his lead as the all-time point producer on the power play for the Flyers. So Giroux continues to rack up the milestones as the Flyers get the first one, and now they move back up as we're back to full strength hockey. Oscar Lindblom, a shot that's blocked, and now Everly will get it out to center ice. So the Flyers power play remains hot, 6 for 19 now over the last 8+ games. Oleksiak moves the puck in, tried to center it and did. It rattles around a couple of times off of Provorov and others. In comes Giordano to get that back around. Jaden Schwartz down to the puck, the former Blue. Back to Oleksiak. Flyers a little bit out of sorts here. Giordano centering, and Provorov able to get his stick on that. It does not clear the zone, though. McCann gets it back for the shot, and Jones bats that one from Everly up and out of play. All right, let's tackle all these numbers for Giroux. That was number 600, 9th active player with 600 assists, and Giroux the second Flyer to hit that mark. And now 884 career points, moving one past Bill Barber. Only Bobby Clarke with more points in franchise history. Yeah,
outstanding job by Giroux, and here's that helper right there. Perfect pass. He fakes out the defenders, puts it right in the wheelhouse. JVR's got the goal, and more importantly, that guy is now second all-time in the Flyers franchise history for points.
He didn't waste any time, did he?
No, he didn't.
Here are the Kraken looking dangerous, but the cross-ice pass behind Wenberg. Morgan Frost the other way. Head up, right wing feed to Van Riemsdyk. He'll tuck it into the Seattle zone. Back goes Will Borgen, the former Buffalo Sabres. Lost it. The shot by Giroux was blocked, but by Mailloux that was blocked in front and knocked aside. Mailloux certainly has shown he's ready to shoot the puck already. 2-shot attempt.
Very noticeable player out there. So he's made some really heads-up plays. He looks confident. He looks smooth, and he looks very comfortable playing with Morgan Frost.
Flyers after that puck in the neutral zone. Hayes will pump it into the Seattle end. Carson Soucy is back for it. He'll start the Kraken back toward the Philadelphia zone. As they move in, that shot sticked away by Martin Jones. Gord took the shot. Jones has looked solid making those saves from a distance. Farabee into the middle. Kevin Connaughton up on the play. The right wing feed, and now they send it right back through. Hayes could not get to it. And here's Adam Larsson. Larsson has only had one skate since coming off the COVID list. That was this morning. So there may be some rust for him.
No doubt about that. And the Flyers want to try to challenge him, make him use those legs, put pressure on him, and force him to play in his own end. They don't get it in deep here, though.
Handle the turnover. Alexander True will get the puck deep. And the Kraken trying to get to the forecheck. And they do come up with the puck. Send it back to the point for a shot. Save. Jones rebound cleared out of harm's way by Provorov. And now it's Lindblom. Lindblom with a feed that's blocked. And the Kraken get it back. Flyers puck management. Last 2 or 3 trips down the ice has not been as solid, and that can lead to trouble.
Yeah, back-to-back opportunities to get pucks in deep. They do this time, and now they can get to work with Brown hustling in on the forecheck.
And he gets there in ill humor with a big hit on Borgen. Everly back to help out his defense. And the Kraken move the puck ahead. Schwartz trying to catch up with it. He'll get to it deep in Philadelphia ice. Shoved off the puck by Provorov, who calmly moves that puck ahead. And it's chipped out to center ice. Willman trying to get to this. Willman and Borgen get their sticks on it. And now it comes free to Willman, who dishes it off. In front was McEwen. He could not tip it home. He was spotted there by Frost, but could not finish it off. Jones keeps that puck from the slot. And the Flyers move it ahead. Willman checked in center, couldn't get the puck deep. Kraken back after it, and they twist it into the Philadelphia end. Sanheim and Donskoy come together. Pace picking up now. As the Flyers get to the puck. Van Riemsdyk deals it off. Rasmus Ristolainen will just bank that one deep to Seattle ice. Van Riemsdyk trying to keep it alive for Mailloux. It rolls instead, though, to the Kraken and Alex Wenberg. Cross ice and sent in by Larsson. You can see the game for the Kraken. Just get the puck deep and go and get it, and they've done it several times. They have it right here in the slot. Shot by Blackwell. Denied in front. Blackwell gets it back around behind the net. Wenberg. Wenberg is checked. Puck pops free. Blackwell sends it back out. Comes to the point. There's Larsson across. Shot. Save made by Jones. Mailloux a big chop, but couldn't get it out of the zone. Here's Wenberg. Wenberg centering, and it's pumped wide from the doorstep by Blackwell. And finally, the Flyers clear the zone.
A chance to get some fresh legs on the ice, at least a partial change there for the Flyers. Should be able to complete it right now.
Kraken having a little difficulty with the puck, nearly give it away in their own zone. Now Calle Yarncroke ahead, and Gord will lift it deep to Philadelphia ice again. Konecny back. Played it off for Justin Braun. Braun pushed by True. Got it past McCormick, but just out to center ice where True recaptures. We approach the midpoint of this first period. James Van Riemsdyk power play goal as the Flyers ahead, but here's True with a shot. Save, rebound, batted wide as Gord went to the net. And since the Flyers scored, it's been all Seattle. McCormick gets that back to the point. Oregon will flip it to Giordano around behind the net. The battle for the puck, again won by the Kraken. McCormick gets it to the point, shot into a crowd, and it's blocked aside. McCormick finds it, gets it back to the point again. Now Borgen will flip one. It's a pass to Gord. There's a broken stick or two on the ice. The puck comes out in front. Provorov will get to Braun. Flyers need to clear the zone here. Braun will use the glass to do just that.
Yeah, back-to-back shifts where Seattle's putting a ton of pressure on the Flyers defensively. Flyers need to start to turn the tables here at even strength, get the puck in deep, and start working Seattle in the offensive zone.
Pass ahead for Everly. Gains entrance to the Flyers zone across ice. The shot, Schwartz went high and wide. There's still shrapnel left on the ice from those sticks. The Flyers move up with numbers here. Frost in the right wing. And now Mayhew will try to get it back to Frost. They play together with the Phantoms. They get it in front. That one bounced wide. Mayhew got it back out in front, but Frost is peeling back to change. And the Kraken move to center ice. And we've got a whistle, stopping play, and a hooking penalty. So a power play coming up. Claude Giroux moves past Bill Barber as he sets up JVR with the Flyers on top. 184. There are the top 5 in points in Flyers history. Some 655 players have put the orange and black uniform on. Only one has more points now than the captain. And as far as NHL players over the last decade, nobody with more power play points. That's a great list to be on right there, and Giroux is at the head of it.
Yeah, it's an incredible list right there, no doubt about it. Congrats to Claude Giroux. He continues to pick up those points, and you talked about the Flyers power play recently, and I don't think there's any coincidence that with its improved play, the Flyers record is improving at the same time.
Flyers with a 5-game point streak. Looking to make it 6 straight games with a point after a 10-game winless streak for the 3rd time in franchise history. As you look at the special teams numbers here, Mayhew is off for hooking, and the Kraken have the power play as they try to tie this game. McCann gets it to Schwartz. Two of the guys they're counting on for offense, but they turn it over here, and the Flyers clear it all the way down.
Yeah, good stick by Cam Atkinson there. Brown was in perfect position to track that loose puck and fire it down the ice.
Kraken 2 for 16 over the last 7 games on the power play. Went 0 for 4 against the Flyers when these teams met in Philadelphia way back in mid-October. Seems like about 5 months ago. Here's Willman. Short-handed rush. Moves up. Got it in on goal just as Farabee was going to the net, but the puck deflected and went through. And here's Everly. Back across ice, Donskoy, the former Shark and Avalanche. And he's knocked down. The puck goes out of play.
Donskoy continuing to try to find his first goal of the season. Be there when the Flyers take on the Penguins for an interstate rivalry matchup on January the 6th. Get your tickets before they're gone. Only at PhiladelphiaFlyers.com. There's Willman and Farabee talking on the bench there. That decent looking opportunity while short-handed. Farabee driving the net.
Donskoy has it for Seattle as they look to set up the power play. 45 seconds remaining on it. Here's Gord. Back out. Now cross ice pass. The shot deflected as Geekie fired away. Gord trying to get it back to the point. Spins back instead deeper into the corner to Wenberg. Alex Wenberg will shuffle it off. And they get set up again. Geekie back to the point. And now Soucy this way for Gord. He scores. Yanni Gord blasting away, and power play goal returned by the Kraken. It's tied at 1.
Yeah, he's not afraid to shoot the puck and continues to be in a impressive performer for the Seattle Kraken. It's a shot from the half wall, recognizing there's traffic in front. Not sure if it's tipped by Wenberg or not. He doesn't celebrate like he got it. There's the one-time blast. Goes past Provorov and finds its way past Martin Jones as well. A well-placed shot from Gord, who is a pesky player and a very good hockey player.
The 7th goal of the year. He has twice scored 20 in his career. Those were in his earlier years, but of course was part of that hugely effective third line for the Tampa Bay Lightning on their way to 2 cups in a row. All no longer in Tampa, and yet the Lightning went into the holiday break #1 overall in the NHL.
It's amazing, isn't it?
And they missed 2 of their stars, Point and Kucherov, for a large majority of the first part of the season. They now have Point back, but they have done a great job, and they still have that big horse on the blue line in Hedman, the great guy between the pipes, and Vasilevsky. Stamkos having a great year, so they found a way, Jonesy.
Yes, they did, and some good replacement players that have stepped in on that third line and done a nice job as well.
The Kraken looking to get their first lead of the game now as they flip this one. Oleksiak does. Flyers have to get their bearings here as this game is 1-1, but they have been outplayed. Just to line it after this puck. Hands off, and Van Riemsdyk will send the pop fly out through center ice.
A couple Seattle games they did earlier this year, they seem to get stronger as the play moves along.
What do you want from your sportsbook? The best odds? Same game parlays you can boost for even more? You want to live your bet life. New customers get risk-free bets up to $2,000.
Master Lindblom back to the bench. Take the Flyers with you wherever you are. Stream all the games, including pre- and post-game live with the My Teams app, presented by your Delaware Valley Chevy dealers. Soucy and Geeky assist on Gord's 7th of the year. These sound like character names from a horror movie or something like that. But they're good hockey players. That's the most important thing, as the Kraken have tied the game at 1. Sanheim, or is that Braun actually kicking the puck through center? Now here's Jamie Oleksiak. He missed 1 game in COVID protocols. Again, timed so that he only missed the 1 because the break gave him time to recuperate. Eberle back around the other way. Braun will get to this puck and send it up and out and all the way down, but too much on it. Icing is the call. Hey, Flyers fans, Xfinity Mobile delivers fast nationwide 5G included at no extra cost. Save on your wireless bill with Xfinity Mobile.
5-on-5 play has been a big advantage for the Seattle Kraken. They continue to force the Flyers to play in their own zone. And that's something Philadelphia wants to change here quickly.
That shot by Soucy was blocked. Big hit. Atkinson avoided most of it, I think, and ended up being friendly fire for the 2 Kraken players. But Seattle has the puck back, and here they come, unimpeded through center. Soucy off on the left wing. The pass into the middle. Johansson down low. Donskoy tries to tuck it home, but could not. Just too much space for those Kraken players there. Yandel will one-hand this puck ahead to Konechny. And now Konechny turns and finds Yandel, who will blast it in. Yandel in consecutive game number 952. As he is now within 12. The all-time record, and he falls down here. Big-time trouble as True moves in. He's checked. Geeky around behind, and that dissipated as the Flyers get back and go to work defensively now. Connaughton trying to contain his man. Max McCormick's in there. It kicks free to Konechny, who got that between his legs with a pass to Hayes. Now Farabee stopped by Larson. Flyers just having all kinds of trouble getting the puck deep into the Seattle zone.
Yeah, tough to gain the red line to get those pucks in deep. Seattle's carrying a lot of momentum here in the first period after getting the score tied.
Here's Larson off the wall with a shot. It's blocked off by Brown. Puck comes back up the wall. Oleksiak is there, twisting it down low. McCormick take it into the boards. Only his 6th game this year. And it behind the net to Geekie. Geekie turns, plays it back out. Almost like they're set up on a power play. That shot deflects and goes just wide. It went off of McCormick after Alexiak had fired it. And now here is Sanheim looking to get some space. And he will bank it ahead. Queuing across. Willman will throw it in. And that is picked up by Kuba. 1-1 in Seattle. Cisco.
Thank you, JJ. Yeah, we've talked a lot about the Flyers. Multiple missing players right now, all in COVID protocols. But Claude Giroux spoke about it yesterday at practice. He said, you look around the league, everybody is in the same boat. They cannot use it as an excuse. They just have to continue to focus on how they want to play as a team here. JJ, Jonesy, back to you.
And no doubt, the Flyers focusing on how they play. And it's tough. It was a long trip. They did not go out a day early as they normally would, with all the uncertainty and so forth. They went out yesterday, got there late afternoon, early evening Seattle time, and then it doesn't look, Jonesy, like they have their legs just yet.
No, they don't, and they did pick up the power play goal. It was a beautiful pass from Claude Giroux for JVR's goal that gave them the 1-0 lead, but it's been all Seattle since then. But now some offensive zone time hopefully coming here after the face-off.
Puck tipped to the other side of the ice. Provorov kept it in, but Yarncroke, former Predator, has the puck. The Nashville Predator. They'll drop it back, and they'll send the puck through center. Provorov ahead. Giroux looking for Lindblom. He was bumped by Alexiak, the physical defenseman, who will go back and get that puck. Sends it up the left wing boards. See the shot count early. Heavily in favor of the Kraken. 12-6. And from what I can tell, Climate Pledge Arena is pretty quiet.
It's strange, isn't it? Especially the way Seattle's been playing early on here. So they've been giving their fans a good show. They tend to get a little more excited when the play's in the offensive zone. So.
Well, that's what the Kraken will try to do here. Sanheim behind the net. Hayes trying to pin his man, but the Kraken get it and fire it right through the slot. And now Borgen back around behind. Ristolainen adjusts to a bit of a strange hop and gets the puck to Hayes, who blasts it up the wall. That went off of Konechny, but is gotten right back by the Kraken. They misfire on a pass. And we're seeing some of that rust as Sanheim gets the puck, and the Flyers will now change. Ristolainen waiting until that change is completed.
It's really what you want to do is be rifling through the line changes and trying to hang on to the puck. Another turnover here, though.
That's an unforced turnover as Larson tries to get it back to Johansson. He is checked, and Mailloux has the puck. Mailloux moving up. Mailloux cutting to the middle. Fans gets it back. Centers in, and it went through. As the Flyers were there, Van Riemsdyk, but he was tied up. Now Frost firing it back the other way, but nobody home at the point. And Yandel will go get it.
What an outstanding play by Mailloux right there, trying to find JVR at the post. And a really good job of finding the open spaces right in the middle of the crease area, and just missed on the pass to JVR.
Wenberg moving up for the Kraken. The pass on the left wing. They get it to Donskoy. Stops. Tried to get it back out in front and did. It went off of Jones back through the blue and out to center ice. We hit the final minute of this first period. Each team with a power play goal is Jamie Alexiak. You get a good look at him there. Now the right wing feed, Gord with speed. Dumps the puck deep, no icing. Braun is there, and he finds Provorov. The right wing feed, and then back across. Braun will hustle up to it and ram it off the boards, and it's tipped in by Brown, but he is unable to get to it. Giordano checked by Willman. To the point. Provorov keeps it in. Provorov dealing it off. Willman poke check by the veteran Giordano, the captain of the Kraken. Long time Calgary Flame, played that one beautifully. Now Provorov in, he runs into the linesman and Alexiak. Blackwell will tip the puck to Borgen. He loses it. They jam for it in front. Lindblom is there. It's still loose. Giroux had a whack at it, but the Kraken come away with it. Gord with 3 seconds, I should say, remaining in the period, and that will do it as Sanheim is back. So each team on the board. Giroux, who's into second all-time in Flyers points with an assist. Kraken get one back in the power play. It's 1-1 after 20 minutes of play. Tonight's first period from Climate Pledge Arena was brought to you by your Philadelphia area local Chevy dealers. Visit ChevyDealer.com. And by Caesars Sportsbook and Casino. Must be 21 or older. Void where prohibited. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Well, celebrate New Year's Eve at Tinseltown Holiday Spectacular with 50% off tickets. With its large outdoor event layout, this holiday spectacle is the perfect way to safely celebrate the season. Tickets are on sale now at tinseltownholiday.com.
First intermission coming up. Taryn and Scott will break it down after this. Visit your local Cadillac dealer and experience the ultimate in iconic luxury. 1-1 Flyers and Kraken as we get set to start the second period. Here's our NJM Insurance safe drive of the game so far.
Yeah, Seattle's power play goal. Yanni Gord with the shot gets past Provorov and gets just inside the far post, tying the score at 1-1 after 1.
There is Yanni Gord. Powerful connection presented by Xfinity. Xfinity X-Fi delivers a powerful and secure Wi-Fi connection that you can count on. Xfinity X-Fi. Can your internet do that? So we get underway here in the second period. The Flyers and Kraken each scoring on the power play in the first as Cam Atkinson shovels this one off of Grubauer. And Blood takes his man to the board. Giroux trying to get that puck behind the net. Lazal over him. Former Bruin defenseman. Flyers win the puck battle. They get it back to Braun. Braun will fire. It went wide as he was trying to get a deflection from Lindblom. Now Giroux trying to get it back to Provorov, but it's batted out to center by Blackwell. Giroux back to Lindblom, but he's stopped at the Seattle line. And the puck bouncing back. Braun will sift it through. This is not icing, as Zach McEwen is in after the puck. But the Kraken double team him, and Gord will go across ice. Second period, of course, has been a bit of a bugaboo for the Flyers. As Rasmus Ristolainen moves this puck off McEwen to Patrick Brown. Brown pivots, gains the red line, gets it back to McEwen, cutting up the middle, dances around one check. They'll send the puck around behind the net, all the way out the other side. Sanheim has it there, back behind the net. Patrick Brown being chased, tried to drop it back along the boards, but it deflects instead to Jared McCann. Gets those legs moving through center, off of the right wing. Everly stopped by Sanheim, who clears it back the other way. The Flyers will get a change.
Yeah, Flyers want to be a lot better defensively in period number 2. That's where they'll force some turnovers from the Seattle team and see if the Flyers can get to their forecheck game, which was pretty much non-existent in the first period, with the exception of some good work on the power play leading to JVR's goal.
This scrum in the corner, and Jaden Schwartz comes up with the puck back to the point. Oleksiak across to Giordano. Giordano into the slot. McKenna shot, and it's batted at by Schwartz, but Jones holds his ground.
And Jones has been very solid here so far in this game, and another stop by Martin Jones with a rebound opportunity for Seattle, and Jones just stays with it. There's a shot through traffic and a little bunt by Schwartz on the rebound, and Martin Jones handles that wobbling puck and tracks it down and gets a glove on it after making the pad save there. It was a little bit of an uneasy situation as that puck was kind of rolling on its edge as it headed towards Jones, but he caught it with his stick on the original stop.
Flyers win the draw. Giroux couldn't clear though. Giordano gets the puck to Johansson. Down low. They center it in front. Wenberg got it to Donskoy, but he was tied up at the side of the cage. And now a high stick, perhaps on a foul through, as Johansson goes down in the corner, and
the referee's yelling that it's your own guy.
Oh, really?
So we'll have to see. He had a bit much better angle of it than we did, and we'll have to take a look. I know Seattle had a player right there. It's Donskoy right there that catches Johansson. And a good view from the official. Braun almost got Donskoy right after that.
Johnson back toward the bench as we divulge our Taco Bell take. Dave Hagstall's had trouble keeping the puck out of the net. Not Dave Hagstall, but his team. Seattle third most in terms of goals allowed per game. And really, when you look at it, Jonesy, it comes down, you don't want to oversimplify, but they're at the bottom of the league by a pretty good margin in save percentage. They thought they were set with Drieger and Grubauer between the pipes. They both struggled.
Yeah, the Grubauer one's really surprising based upon the way that he had played, previously throughout his career, and really did a nice job in Colorado as well, but he has not found his game just yet. Flyers want to test him a little bit here as this game progresses. They have not done enough of that so far.
Here's a shot that goes wide from Eberle and goes all the way out to Van Riemsdyk, who will bank it out to center ice. Giordano pursued all the way back behind his own net, but got that puck ahead. Donskoy off in the left wing. Wenberg pass bounces into the middle. Provorov gobbles it up, drops it off for Braun, who is checked. As Wenberg got to him, Provorov will try the near side again. It didn't get through. Frost in there to help out the defense. Mayhew as well reaching back. The scrum is on. The puck back to the point. Alexiak goes across. They'll flip one. That's batted to the corner. Now Alexander True is there. True back to Wenberg, trying to get away from Braun. Frost comes over. In comes McCormick. The puck free, but to True. He's shoved to the boards by Provorov. That was allowed. Frost back, and finally he gets to the puck, and he'll drop it off for Provorov. And the Flyers just trying to get this puck out of the zone. They do, but no further than the red line. And here's Geekie wheeling into the Philadelphia zone. Morgan Geekie got it to the side of the net, but good coverage there by Van Riemsdyk, and he will move the puck up. He's looking to get off the ice. He got it as far as the glove of Lauzon. It was then played by the Flyers deep into the zone. They'll get their change. Lauzon checked in the corner, lost the puck as Atkinson got in on him, but the Kraken get it right back. And Larson will deposit the puck deep into the Philadelphia zone. Geekie and on Ristolainen. Good support there from Sanheim. We'll get the Flyers moving the other way, but Atkinson is quickly checked. And the Flyers just having tough sledding getting through the neutral zone. They looked like they were in good shape there, Jonesy, and very quickly it fell apart.
Yeah, I would have liked to see Travis continue to skate that puck, use his great skating ability to navigate his way through the neutral zone, but he opted for the pass option instead, and that did not work out.
Well, here are the Kraken getting to the puck. The shot by Järnkrok blocked, bounces this way. Here's Soucy. They get down low. Gord taken to the boards by Ristolainen. Blackwell is there. Colin Blackwell back up the wall, but the Flyers get to that puck. Lindblom to McEwen. McEwen in across the line, gets some speed, centers it in front, but nobody home, and then bodies collide as Blackwell gets to the puck here.
And McEwen ran over Borgen after he had tried that pass out to the slot area. No Flyer player in the area, but a good strong drive wide by McEwen. Good to see him using his legs there. It's an area that Flyers have not done enough work with.
Alexiak had that one go off of McEwen and into the Philadelphia bench.
Well, you can catch the Flyers at home when they face off against the Sharks on Saturday, January the 8th. Get your tickets before they're gone, only at PhiladelphiaFlyers.com. We get a look at the Sharks tomorrow night at 10:30.
Can't get enough of the orange and black. Neither can we. Listen and subscribe to the Flyers Talk podcast presented by Great Railing for the latest insight analysis and more about your team. Grubauer grabs that puck. Another face-off in the Seattle zone. The Flyers, as you remember, beat Seattle 6-1. That was back on October the 18th. In that game, the Flyers had 11 different players get a point. And that's kind of been a hallmark of this point streak for them as well. Points in 5 straight games. As the Flyers have had 13 different goal scorers during that stretch. Atkinson and Van Riemsdyk have led the way, but many others have contributed. Here's Konechny on the left wing. The shot blocked. DK has not been one of those. He's in the second longest goal-scoring drought of his career, as he sits at 99 career goals. Well, we're getting these milestones tonight. Jones, you might as well take care of that one as well.
Yeah, he obviously Travis is due. He did pick up an assist on the goal by JVR. He has had some points along the way, but the goal-scoring confidence has not been a big part of his game right now.
Trouble here, but Everly's shot blocked, but it bounces back to McCann. He is checked as he got to the slot. Lozon checked by Mayu. Puck into the corner, bounces back out to Mayu, and he gets his legs moving to the red line. Avoids a check attempt by Everly as he dumps the puck in. He's going to pressure Grubauer, who moves it quickly. Puck off the back of Wenberg's skate, but now moved ahead. 3-on-2 develops. Johansson off of the right wing. Looks for the return feed. It dribbles wide, and the centering feed was broken up. Johansson gets it back to Donskoy. Donskoy's been very evident in this game. Turnaround shot here, high and wide. Delayed call against the Flyers as Lozon has it. So extra skater out with the goaltender pulled. Puck high in the air, grabbed and put down, and the Flyers touch the puck, getting the whistle. But Seattle will go to the power play and try to take their first lead of the game when we return.
This game, they're heading back to the power play here. Braun with a little hook there. And Johansson right there. The referee makes the call. Braun will sit. Let's take a look at the Wells Fargo great check of the game. And it's kind of a double whammy. Willman and McEwen teaming up on Borgen right there.
Ouch.
And Willman takes a little bit of a hit from his own teammate there also. The fourth line has been very noticeable here in period number 2 for the Flyers. Been one of the better lines as far as energy goes.
Well, now they defend as they're shorthanded. Kraken scoring with their first power play. They get the puck back momentarily. Schwartz was checked behind the net, but he's back after the puck. He'll spin it the other way as he's dumped by Ristolainen. McCann to the puck, back to the point. Giordano jams it to the corner. The centering pass blocked off. Chance for Sanheim to clear, and he does. All the way down it goes. Giordano still the active leader in points by an undrafted player. Temi Panarin is closing fast, but Giordano's had a tremendous career. Pass off to McCann. Wraps it all the way around. Schwartz to it. We'll get it back to the point shot. Giordano! Jones makes the save. Wasn't 100% sure where it was, but he had it.
Yeah, that's a key stop right there, though. A big blast from the captain of the Kraken. And Martin Jones makes that stop with some traffic cruising into the area. Right there, it's a tip that knocked the puck down. Johansson again involved. He's been very noticeable here. The Flyers have a major job to do on this shorthanded situation. It's a big moment in this game. They do not want to fall behind against Seattle here.
The Kraken have been a team that has just not been able to muster much in terms of come from behind wins when trailing after 2. But if they get the lead, they can be tough. So this is a real important stretch here, this last 12:32 of this second period. Farabee now against Gord on the face-off, and Gord won it. Geekie getting it back, and Soucy will get to Geekie in there, set up. Those two having a hand in the first goal. They play catch across ice, it goes. Back to Soucy, and now the shot by Geekie, fought off by Jones. Gord to Soucy, and back to Gord. We've heard these names before. And now it's Geekie in front, and that was a shot pass that went off the mark, and Provorov able to clear.
Yeah, Flyers will take that. The combination of Soucy, Geekie, and Gord have done a very good job at moving the puck around in the umbrella situation and generated some prime scoring opportunities. Included in that the goal by Gord in period number 1. They're at it again.
You're gonna have to call them the usual suspects. Here's Gord getting it back to Soucy. Soucy, a shot. It's knocked down in front. Jones wasn't sure where it was. Comes free. They get it back out to Soucy. Off on the right side, Gord across ice, try to get it to Geekie. It's knocked down, but Geekie recovers it. Geekie will roll it deeper in for Wenberg, who spins away from Ristolainen. Now it comes back out to the point, Soucy. And then the behind the back pass by Donskoy, intercepted and cleared all the way down. Flyers will take that as the power play comes to an end. The Flyers able to kill that one off. It remains a 1-1 game.
Yeah, big time kill there for the Flyers. Nice job by Martin Jones, and let's see if the Flyers can gain something off this kill.
Schwartz all the way around behind the Philadelphia net. Back out. Alexiak deals to Giordano. Back across ice. The shot by Schwartz. Knocked down in front, and Jones able to find the puck and cover up.
They're getting some goaltending here, and Seattle has been snapping that puck around, getting some scoring chances on the power play. An eye on Geekie right there. He's set to shoot, fires it. Martin Jones gets a shoulder on it. There's the high rising shot. Jones in perfect position to make that save, and fortunately the rebound bounces off of him and heads to the corner. Geekie looked pretty confident playing on that spot in the power play.
Shot count getting out of hand here. It's 19-6. There you see it. Favor of the Kraken. Flyers a little bit better during this point streak in terms of leveling shots against, but not so far tonight. Here's Blackwell dropping it up. Yarncroke a shot. Save again by Jones, and he covers up.
Who's got the best fans?
That's a very good question.
Let's put up the poll.
Come on, England.
With WebEx, the McLaren F1 team and their fans are competing like never before. WebEx, driving hybrid work.
And another outstanding stop from Martin Jones as the Flyers are trying to regroup and catch their breath in this one. Seattle has definitely had to jump, and the Flyers have been chasing the game so far.
Haven't had a shot in a long time, the Flyers. Here is Lausanne. Dropping it off to Johansson. His shot is blocked. Flyers will move it up. And Riemsdyk lugs the mail through center. Atkinson's cross ice passes off to Mark Wenberg the other way. Wenberg will just bounce one to the left of Jones. Provorov retrieves and backhands up the wall. Atkinson checked there by Johansson. Provorov trying to recover the puck for Philadelphia. Got it back to the point. A shot by Lausanne. Rejected in front. Comes back to Johansson. Behind the net the pass. They'll get it back out to the point. There's Larson walking the line off on the right wing. Right back to Lausanne, and now the shot batted away by Jones with ease that time. Flyers will again have trouble getting it out of the zone. Van Riemsdyk with a big hit on Wenberg, but Kraken were staying after that puck. Now they're going to peel off on a line change. Gives the Flyers time to move up. Stretch pass ahead to Van Riemsdyk. Mayu bodied by Geekie. Puck does still pop free, but there's True. Hang it off. Soucy moving it ahead. Ristolainen racing with McCormick. Nice play there, and Mayu will go across ice. Flyers moving up with the puck, but can't get too far with it as Lindblom was stopped. He gets the puck back with a nice play by Mayhew. Lindblom taken into the boards. He's got two Kraken to deal with. Frost evens things up in the battle for the puck. Lindblom momentarily emerged with it, but the Kraken able to tie him back up, and Geekie will pivot and get it into the middle, and Seattle clears. Ristolainen right back to the Kraken line. It's hoisted to the corners. The Flyers will go for a change. There you go. The Flyers' last shot. 3:28 to go. There they get one. Jackson Jinx has that shot gloved by Grubauer, and he hangs on. We step aside.
We're still tied as the play of Martin Jones. He's come up with some outstanding stops, including that redirection in front. He manages to somehow stop Morgan Geekie with a couple of blasts on the last power play, and Martin Jones coming up with some big-time stops, giving his team an opportunity to try to stay in this game and somehow find a way in the second half of this game to get the lead.
It's sometimes right, Jonesy, when goaltenders are at their most valuable, keeping your team in the game while they're struggling, and then the team takes over at some point. Here's a quick shot by Farabee off the Provorov feed, but the save made by Grubauer.
Yeah, good place to start right there. A good aggressive play off the faceoff. Provorov right down the wall. Farabee released to that quiet ice and was in good position to get a quick shot to the net. Flyers have not done a whole lot of that. Grubauer has been quietly sitting there waiting for some action.
4 goals in the last 5 games for Joel Farabee. That goes back a long time, because in the middle of that was that shoulder injury that she made a quick recovery from. This puck deflects to center, and it's a hand pass off Ristolainen's glove to Hayes. Our Chick-fil-A nugget has to do with the Kraken's first ever captain, longtime captain, of course, of the Flames. Still number 1, 517 points. And he's brought so much more than points to the table his entire career.
Yeah, and a big reason why Seattle picked him up. He wanted some leadership, some ability to make plays from the blue line, and he's certainly provided that throughout his career. He was a tremendous Calgary Flame.
Undrafted player who went on to become a Norris Trophy winner.
Yeah, he's pretty much done it all, and he plays the game with such a great attitude as well. A fun-loving guy that has the ability to turn it up when necessary. There's his numbers so far this year with Seattle. -11 will not sit well with a very proud defenseman in Giordano.
He missed time earlier this year with COVID. And in fact, Kraken with 3 out. COVID protocol right now. 12 players at one time or another this year have been on COVID protocol for this Kraken team. That's tough for a team in its very first year of existence. It's tough for any team.
Yeah, no question about it. And they're hanging in there. And the way they played in this game, they've been very impressive so far.
Flyers looking for the puck in their own zone, and finally it's tipped to Hayes, who gets to Konechny. Konechny lost it at the Kraken blue line. The Hayes Konechny Farabee line has had trouble getting the puck into the zone. There's Johansson. He is stopped at the Philadelphia line. So Braun will get to Ristolainen. 7:40 to go in this second period. Still 1-1. A pair of first period power play goals, all we've seen so far. A lot of high scoring games in the first 2 nights in the NHL back from the holiday break. Not this one so far. Goals can break out in a hurry though. Wilman across. Shot. Deflection save. Rebound was blocked and cleared by Seattle.
Yeah, this line's done a heck of a job for the Flyers trying to get those pucks in and get some shots towards the net. They're moving their feet. That's been the key. They've skated hard. They've tracked pucks down, and they've been able to win some one-on-one puck battles.
Wilman there doing just that, but his shot was blocked and it's cleared. They will wave off icing. Provorov has to play it. And Connaughton moving it up. Left wing feed for Van Riemsdyk. Giroux barrels into a Kraken player, but the puck control. Great job of support there by the Kraken. Gord to Schwartz. Schwartz with a pass. And it's played by Seattle. Blackwell back to the point. Larson a shot, and it went through as they look for the deflection in front. Now it's Blackwell into the corner. Gord roughed up there by Connaughton. Giroux trying to get that puck free. It skips to Van Riemsdyk. And he'll get some air underneath it and clear the zone. And the Kraken back for it. Pass into the middle. Connaughton has trouble. Lost the puck to Järnkrok. Järnkrok across ice. Wide open there. Larson holding it and flipping it in front and unable to jam it home was Järnkrok. He had an empty net yawning at him, but he couldn't control it. Flyers on their heels here. Fanning in the shot. Lausanne Atkinson is at the end of his shift apparently as that puck goes to Connaughton in the corner. And he will flutter it out to center ice. The Flyers still having trouble getting through center, but they do now. But Van Riemsdyk thought someone was with him, and he drops it back to no one in particular trouble. The other way, here's Geekie. Geekie dropping it off McCormick. The shot missed short side. And Flyers jump on the carom. Lindblom through center. Pumps it in and chases. Lindblom jabs it free, but right there was Alexiak. Stolen from him. Here's Lindblom. Side angle shot just bounces in that Grubauer, and he'll melt it down. 5:20 to go in the second. It's still a 1-1 game.
There's a couple of guys that play for Lehigh at times. Check out the Flyers' top affiliate, the Lehigh Valley Phantoms, this season to see the future Flyers in action. Tickets for all home games are available at LehighValleyPhantoms.com. Mayhew's done a very good job so far. So is this guy, Max Willman, who's also spent some time out down on the farm. Very involved, moving his feet, skating well with his line mates, and creating some offensive opportunities. Willman was flying high before having to miss a little bit of time and has not missed a beat in his return to the lineup. He has been doing what he has done well recently, and that skated and made some good plays in the offensive zone. There's his ice time and a couple shots on goal already.
12 shots now in his last 5 games, and that's with relatively limited ice time. He's one of those guys, Jonesy, you just notice him doing something positive almost every shift.
Yeah, we could see it coming. Right now he's starting to believe that he's an effective player, and that's great news for the Flyers because he has the potential to be a real important piece of the future.
And it's Donskoy for Seattle, dropping it back. We've ticked below 5 minutes to play in this second period. Kraken with a heavy shots advantage, as you see, but it's even where it matters. Donskoy in, pestered by Hayes Puck comes back to the point, but off his stick. Giordano could not keep that in the zone. The Kraken have to go back and recycle.
You can see the skating legs of Giordano are not where they used to be, and that's something the Flyers want to try to take advantage of. He's been out here for an extended shift. Force him to play in his own end and see if he can pick up a goal here.
McEwen looking for this puck, couldn't come up with it. Eberle does. Gets to Schwartz. He's stopped by Sanheim. Tried to spring it, player, but turns it over. Here's Eberle to the backhand, and a shot off the outside net. Perhaps Jones got a piece. Back out it goes to the point. They move it to Soucy. Soucy into the slot off a skate. Eberle tied up, and the Flyers will escape to center ice. It's Willman again. He overskates a bit as he got toward the boards. Stays after it though and plays it toward the net. McEwen looking for it, makes the move, but lost the puck. And McCann will extricate the Kraken and got that puck out through center. Schwartz got it deep to Philadelphia ice. McEwen is cross ice. That ends up on the stick of Larson as the Flyers looking to make a change. Johnny Gord has the goal for the Kraken off to Lausanne. Lausanne around Braun, but Provorov's over to tip it away from Blackwell. Braun jumps on it. And a high pop fly to center ice. And Riemsdyk reaching for it, but Larson's there instead. It's back across. Lausanne, the right wing feed, and they push it to Philadelphia ice again. Connaughton takes a look around, gets the puck, moves it ahead. And the Flyers there, better gap control as they're all in areas where they could control the puck and make short, crisp passes. That's what Mike Yeo wants to see, and saw it on that shift. Or at least that particular time moving out of their zone. Here's Jarnkrok ahead. They say it's onside to Gord. Gord pivots with the puck back for the point shot. Save. Jones may have redirected on its way in too, as Jarnkrok was there. Now McCormick. Max McCormick brings it back behind the Philadelphia net. Connaughton double team. Jarnkrok comes away with the puck. It's it back to Geekie. Geekie to the point. Giordano cross ice. The shot by Alexiak, and he flubbed it. Flyers come away with it. Drew off Atkinson. Van Riemsdyk's checked, and play is stopped. Well, Claude Giroux early on in this game made history with that pass to James Van Riemsdyk. So typical play for Giroux. Had a subtle brilliance there, waiting for the right time to make the pass, putting it in the perfect place. Moving up to second all-time in that fourth category of their points. He's already second all-time in assists. That was his 600th. He's approaching 1,000 games played as a Flyer, too.
Just looking at that, 27 more games for the captain. Putting his stamp on this game, picking up that assist on the power play. And Flyers head back to the power play here. Keith Yandel was slashed by McCormick, and the referee behind the play makes the call, and the Flyers try to make him pay.
This would be a big goal late in this second period. I told you about the struggles for the Kraken trying to come back when trailing after two. The Flyers could put them in that position as they move the puck in across the line. Got to win the puck battles. And they get three men on the puck there. Frost trying to free that up. It comes free, but right there on the Kraken, and Larson will fling all the way down. Flyers starting with his second unit here. Provorov turning back. And now he will start up game number 401 consecutively to start his career. Got it back. It's pumped in by Frost. He'll go get it himself. Try to get it to Atkinson, but it bounced the other way, and Gord has it. A dive by Frost, and he didn't get it, so Gord moves up. Drop past Giordano. The shot saved. Big rebound all the way out to Lindblom. We'll move it across for Atkinson. Atkinson backhands in. The Flyers will change their units up. Down to 47 seconds remaining on the power play. Gord checked behind the net. Tries to come out this way. It bounces into the slot. Farabee and Giroux are reaching for it, but the Kraken get to it and send it all the way down.
Alexiak tracking that puck down. Martin Jones, another couple of saves here. Seattle, while shorthanded, generating some shots. They fired a lot of his pads in this game, and Martin Jones's feet have been kicking them to the side.
Giroux gains the line with speed. Backhander in the save by Grubauer. Goes back out. Final 18 seconds of the power play. Connecting the shot, and the save made by Grubauer. It bounces out of play off his shoulder. And into the safety netting, Konechny bidding for the tiebreaker.
Yeah, really important the Flyers gain some offensive momentum here, whether they score or not. Konechny makes the right decision. Good high rising shot, and you can see the shoulder of Grubauer. Similar stop to what we've seen from Martin Jones at the other end of the ice. Still 32 seconds left in the period, 16 of it, or half of it, on the power play.
And the scrum on in the circle, but Flyers can't win the draw. And Larson will clear all the way down. Draws have been pretty even in this game. Flyers could have used the win right there. 20 seconds to go as the power play comes to an end. As you hear, Konechny will set it into the corner.
I don't know what I heard.
Oh, reverse check there by Konechny on Lausanne. But Donskoy has the puck, making the move on Braun. Donskoy trying to power in. Braun fended him off. And that'll be how the second period comes to an end. So neither team able to light the lamp here in the second. Look out, Konechny getting his stick up. Braun and Donskoy, the former Shark teammates, were pushing. Now Farabee and Lausanne, and now Konechny finds Max McCormick.
A little bit of action here at the end of the period.
Don't mind seeing TK get involved like this. Usually seems to get his game going. He starts yapping.
Good. Love that.
1-1 after 2 in Seattle. Tonight's Flyers Kraken second period was brought to you by the Pennsylvania Lottery. Pennsylvanians are scratching their way to fun thanks to PA Lottery scratch-offs. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Taryn Hatcher and Scott Hartnell are back to break down this second period. They don't have any goals to break down, but they'll find other things. Take my word for it. Highlight stats analysis straight ahead. Flyers and Kraken deadlocked at 1. Brought to you by your local tri-state GMC dealers. The Flyers' first ever game in Seattle. In fact, Climate Pledge Arena becomes the 78th regular season venue in which the Flyers have played. They're hoping to make it a victorious game here in the third period.
Let's do a little GMC stargazing. Travis Konechny is the player that we're looking at. Picked up an assist on the opening goal of this game. JVR's power play goal along with Claude Giroux. And you can see the hits and ice time. Hopefully see Travis out there a little more in the third period. Thought he ended the period well for the Flyers. Good scoring chance that Grubauer made a save on. And see if the Flyers can get another one past him.
Liberty Mutual Insurance crease coverage. Focus on Philip Grubauer, who has, quite frankly, struggled home and road for the Kraken. .895 save percentage. Anything below 9 is not getting it done. And this is a guy who came into this season among goalies who played at least 100 games, third among active goaltenders in save percentage. In 30 games, and less than that really for him, he's dropped to 9th.
Yeah, it's a remarkable thing. And for the Flyers, they have not done enough to make him uncomfortable in this game. It's been a lot of defensive zone time that the Flyers have been chasing around. Some of the forwards on the Kraken. It's time to turn the tables on that. Test Grubauer a little bit and see if he can get one by a goaltender that's not feeling overly confident this season.
It has been all about Martin Jones so far. He's given the Flyers a chance in this game through 2 periods. Let's see what they can do here in the third. Provorov with the puck. We'll move it ahead through Van Riemsdyk and all the way down. No icing. So Grubauer has to play it. He spins it to the corner. Giroux got after it, but it deflected apparently out of play. So we'll get a face-off here just 13 seconds into the third stanza.
Yeah, it looked like it bounced off the skate of Giroux and up and over the glass. So face-off will be in the offensive zone. And Yanni Gourde looked like he was getting ready to dig in to take that draw for Seattle.
He did, but the shot went wide from Van Riemsdyk as Giroux won the draw. Always get the puck back behind the net. Giroux pursuing it now in the corner. He flipped it. It's knocked down by Gord. Giroux back after it. So was Atkinson, but it does get to center. Atkinson back at it, but his pass could not be handled by Van Riemsdyk. So they'll drop it back to reorganize the rush, and it's batted in by Giroux. He'll head to the bench. Oleksiak back for Seattle. Defenseman who has really bloomed late in his 20s, and there's a penalty. A takedown in the neutral zone, and the Kraken will go to the power play with a chance to take the lead.
And Travis Konecny picks up the penalty. Schwartz looked like he was in a lot of discomfort after the penalty was called. I guess it's the way he fell down on his arm there. And the Flyers shorthanded here as Schwartz is all right. He's still out there for this power play opportunity.
Third man advantage for Seattle. Got 4 shots with their first 2, including one that went in the net. Here's Giordano. Deals it off to McCann. To Schwartz in front looking for Johansson, but he couldn't get to it. Now from the point, his shot goes off the glass. Ristolainen in the backhand, but that's a turnover. He gets a second crack at it and got that puck free to Sanheim, who was spilled. Now back into the corner, Ristolainen. And it's worked free from him. Back to Giordano across ice. Everly, former Islander and Oiler. The first hat trick in Kraken history. Flyers fail to clear on an unforced error there. The pass comes across. Everly is there. Worked on by Farabee, and the puck bounces free, and they'll move it ahead and tried one more pass, and Patrick Brown clears it all the way down.
A confident play there from Sanheim to move that puck to Brown, and not sure I would have been feeling that confident myself after a couple of Flyer failed attempts to get it out of the zone.
Soucy dropping it back. Kraken gain the line with speed. They'll look to set things up. Wenberg pivots. He's checked. Donskoy knocked down. Good work there. And Atkinson will filter that one through deep into the Seattle zone. 50 seconds on the power play. Willman goes and at least got his stick on the puck as he makes the Kraken take a little longer in their own zone.
Yeah, a good time to change. Good hard short shift for Willman. A couple good plays along the way, and then gets off the ice in a timely fashion.
Kraken set up now, though. Soucy across the shot. Save Jones, and no rebound to be had.
He's been on it so far. Some traffic in the area. Martin Jones just swallows up the first shot attempt. No rebound opportunity. Geeky's been firing throughout the evening, and Jones stares at that one all the way in to the breadbasket. Nice stop by Martin Jones. Wenberg on the doorstep, but not taking the eyes away of the Flyers netminder.
31 seconds on the power play. And the face-off one, and Giroux went to his knees to get that puck back. The Flyers trying to get it out of the zone, and Atkinson does. Even with that clean face-off win, they had to struggle to get it out of the zone, but they did. And it leaves time for one more push for the Kraken with a man advantage. Soucy dropping it back. Wenberg moves it ahead for Gord. Gord tied up. Brown able to clear. That'll do it for the Seattle man advantage. So the Flyers kill does the job. This game's still 1-1 as we approach the 3-minute mark of the third period.
Yeah, and the crowd quiet right now in Seattle. Flyers penalty killers do the job with some good help from Martin Jones, some key saves along the way. And let's see if they can start to pressure Seattle a little bit the other way. It has not been happening so far in this game.
Yarncroke gets it back to the point. Shot from there, and that might have deflected, and it went wide. As Hayes gets to the puck, moves it ahead, but Konecny was given some rough treatment, and the Kraken move it back. Here's Everly, poke checked. Good play there by Connaughton. He now has the puck. Evan Connaughton, waiver pickup by the Flyers back early in December. We'll get to Provorov.
Turned out to be a pretty good pickup, didn't it? The Flyers' play has been much improved since Connaughton kind of calmed things down on the back end. He's helped out in some puck-moving situations.
Provorov was not happy with how that breakout developed, and maybe not surprising, it ends up in a turnover by the Flyers, and the Kraken have the puck. Gord back out. Larson shot. That hit something and deflected to the boards. Kraken first to the puck. Blackwell surrounded by the Flyers, and now they'll jump on it. Mayu will move to center ice. He will play it in and chase. It's a little bump on the Seattle defenseman Larson, but back through center is Gord with speed. Gord in the right wing with a shot. Blocked off. Provorov took him into the boards. The puck skips out the other way. And now the shot from there denied by Jones. Giordano could not get that past the Flyer net miner, but again the Kraken come up with the puck. Now Skoy behind the net. Gord. Johnny Gord pursued by the Flyers, but well, in fact Giroux does eventually get the puck away from him. Throws it back up the wall, and the Flyers will move it to center ice. Here's Braun. Dustin Braun's going to throw it deep and go after it. Runs into Alexiak. Played up, knocked down by Brown, but taken back by the Kraken. This is Donskoy. Donskoy stops and lost the puck. Sanheim takes it away. It's to McEwen, who nearly lost an edge, but he moves the puck ahead. And with speed for the few times, it's Brown getting that puck deep into the Seattle zone, but nothing happens from the Flyers in the forecheck. Just not that support that they've talked about. Mike Yeo talks about developing. You're not seeing a lot of the Flyers in the picture at the same time on many occasions.
No, the one line that has done that at times has been the line that's on the ice right now. They're going to have a defensive zone face-off coming here. Get the new year started with live hockey action when the Flyers face off against the Penguins, Sharks, and Hurricanes in January. Tickets for all January games are on sale now at PhiladelphiaFlyers.com.
The Flyers not home again until that game against the Penguins. 4 straight out west. The post-Christmas break has been tough on the Flyers. The last 5 years they've taken it. Combined record in those stretches that will not make them happy. 3-15-4. This year, as we talked about earlier, it's become a tough swing. Big hit there by McEwen, but the Kraken score. They're going to say it's a goal. Jones felt he was interfered with. Schwartz was right in the blue paint, or at least near it, and there was, it appeared, some contact, but for now it's a goal, and the Kraken lead 2-1.
Yeah, they'll get a good look at it here. And Seattle celebrates the potential goal here. There's the big hit by McEwen. Let's watch in front. Does Sanheim push Schwartz in the area of Martin Jones, or does he get to that area on his own? That will be the big question there. Schwartz heading to the crease, and there is some contact with Martin Jones. So this will be one of those ones that they'll take a good hard look at to see if the goal is overturned. Call on the ice appeared to be goal.
Yeah, call was goal. They can always get together and change that before it's up to the Flyers to review it.
I think Mike Yeo was mouthing the words he's going to challenge it.
All right, so the challenge has been issued. Flyers are right. It's a 1-1 game. We go back to full strength hockey. If they're wrong, it's 2-1 Seattle, and the Kraken go to the power play.
Yeah, and the debate will be if Sanheim kind of push Schwartz into that area. It's a very close one. This is not something that stands out to me as an easy one to overturn. So it was a big moment, obviously, in the game with the score the way it is, and then if the Flyers are not correct in their challenge, they will be shorthanded. There's Schwartz going into the blue paint. So, yeah, he goes in on his own. So this is a good challenge by Mike Yeo here.
The other question is, does he get there in time to actually impede Jones in making this save? Because look when the puck gets there. It's almost simultaneous.
Yeah, so it was really tough to see it, but there is contact with the goaltender. So we'll take a good hard look at it.
Really big call in this game, obviously.
My buddy Brian Boucher says easy, no goal. Sends me a text. So the big member of the goaltending union is going on the side of Martin Jones on that one.
Bruce will be working with us in the game from Los Angeles on New Year's night after you freeze up in Minnesota as part of the Winter Classic.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. They are studying this one.
Yep, Kendrick Nicholson and Ghislaine Hebert, your referees that are looking this one over carefully. And
they have been much more liberal in their assessment of the goals. They for the majority want them to stand if at all possible, but we'll see what they come up with here.
We'll take another look at it. Here's the call. Good challenge by Mike Yeo, and this game is still tied at 1.
The Flyers catch a little bit of a break here. There's Schwartz right there. You can see his skate hitting Martin Jones. The puck had not arrived at that time. That's the determination, and Schwartz looks on.
I mean, the difference there is so huge. If it's a goal and then a power play for the Kraken, they can almost put the Flyers in a hole that they can't climb out of. Instead, the game's still 1-1. See if it gives the Flyers a push. They need it, Jonesy, just to be frank. I mean, they've got to get their legs moving.
Yeah, they catch a gigantic break there. Seattle's carried the play. Flyers get a chance to catch their breath while they were waiting for the review, and now look like they got a little hop in their step.
Good job by Van Riemsdyk to get that puck free, although it's gobbled back up by Blackwell. He's checked by Giroux, but skates through it and now moves up. Blackwell ahead. And it's set in to the left of Martin Jones. Provorov drops it off for Braun. Banking it ahead for Atkinson. He turned it over. Scored. Drops it back. Both teams will make player changes. Tony Lauzon ahead. Speed for the Kraken as they get the line. Johansson across. The shot. Save Jones. He's able to get down and make the stop and not allow a rebound. We'll be back.
It's the overturned goal. Right there, Schwartz in the blue paint before the puck arrives and makes contact with the butt end of Martin Jones's stick and also the skate. Enough contact there to overturn the goal. A good challenge by Mike Yeo and a big turning point in this game. Let's see if the Flyers can take advantage of that and put a couple shifts together. It's been tough to get any consistency in the offensive zone for the Flyers.
Sunday, the Eagles can take another step closer to the playoffs when they travel to FedEx Field to battle Washington. Game day starts at 11:30 with all the betting and fantasy news you need on Birds Huddle, followed by Eagles pregame live right here on NBC Sports Philadelphia and streaming on the My Teams app. Eagles surging down the stretch.
Playoff bound.
Looks good for them, but got to take care of business in Washington.
We got it, baby.
Nice shot up into the chest of Jones. He hangs on. Makes it 5-0 in terms of shots here in the third in favor of Seattle.
Yeah, Martin Jones has done an outstanding job for the Flyers in this one.
There again is the breakdown of this 4-game post-Christmas trip. 3 above 500 teams remaining on the docket. San Jose tomorrow night, or for us here in the East later tonight.
Grab a nap tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, it is now past the witching hour.
Yes, it is.
Giroux to Van Riemsdyk. His pass knocked down. He gets it back. Winds it into the Seattle zone. Giordano, check, quick shot. That one ripped wide. Comes all the way out and down the ice. Provorov has to retreat. Ivan Provorov with room here. Moving well, the right wing feed. Mayu takes a look and fires. It's blocked. Comes back his way, but he could not get it behind the net. Big hit along the boards, and everything okay with that as Lindblom delivered the hit.
Mayu took the puck right in the face as well as he headed to the Flyers bench.
Here's Frost moving up. Frost holds and fires. Save Grubauer. Rebound way up in the air. And finally batted down. McEwen had his stick on it, but Blackwell emerges to center. Blackwell out of the right wing for Gord. Gord siphoned off by Yandel, and in the corner, Connaughton was swarmed upon. Gord gets it back to the point. Larson across, shot was on, is blocked by McEwen. But still in the zone. Hayes has it. Kevin Hayes will circle back as the Flyers are going to change players. In fact, delayed penalty called here as the net is empty, so the Flyers will use the time. The delayed call. Hayes moves up. Hayes to the slap. The shot. Shoulder save Grubauer. And play is stopped, but the Flyers with a huge chance here on the roughing penalty.
I think Lauzon's going to pick it up. McEwen blocked the shot and then pushed through, and Lauzon picked up the roughing penalty along the way. A great job by McEwen, number one, blocking the shot and then forcing Lauzon along the boards, and eventually the little bear hug there gets the number 55 heading to the penalty box. It was not a lot there. Flyers catch a break, and let's see if they can capitalize on this.
Probably looked a lot worse at real speed. We'll give the benefit of the doubt to the referee, but
We'll go with that.
sure, Dave Extall not happy with that call. Flyers take it. Here is Farabee getting it back. Yandel deals it over to Giroux. Giroux holding, waiting, side of the net pass. Konechny. Konechny lays it back out, but it goes all the way down the ice. Third power play of the game. So now each team has had 3. Yandel dropping it back to Farabee. Off to Giroux and then Van Riemsdyk. Stopped by Alexiak. And it's 2-on-2. And Farabee comes in. Got the loose puck. Gets it back out. Konechny. Farabee and now Yandel to Giroux. Takes a look. Giroux all the way across. It's deflected. Never got to its intended receiver, and the Kraken cleared all the way down.
Jarnkrok with a good play, knocking that puck down and allowing Seattle some time to regain possession, fire it down the ice.
Into the second half of the power play. Giroux into heavy traffic, deals to Lindblom. Lindblom around behind. There's Frost. Frost turns it to Atkinson. Out to Provorov. They're set up, but then they force a pass across ice. It's intercepted. And the Kraken move up with it. And they'll just send it deep into the Philadelphia zone. Into the second half of this third period. 33 seconds left in the power play. Frost takes the puck back, deals to Lindblom. Lindblom back to the point. Provorov swinging with it now. Hayes, a winded fire, and that one glances wide and all the way down.
Yeah, the right idea there for Hayes, unfortunately, was blocked on the way to the net. He's had a couple of good scoring opportunities here in the last couple of minutes.
Sanheim ahead to Hayes, and offside go the Flyers.
Just out of the reach of Kevin Hayes. Moving better here in period number 3. They've had a couple of good entries into the offensive zone and fired one shot off the shoulder of Grubauer moments ago.
You know, they had the puck for 9 seconds through the first 2 periods. I think he's had it almost 9 seconds already in the third period.
Yep.
Now 33 seconds. So obviously with the puck, and that's Kevin Hayes' game. Some players don't need to have the puck a lot. He is one that has to have it.
There's no doubt. That's when you notice him the most.
Power play is over, though. And so back to 5-a-side hockey. Still 1-1. It's been 1-1 since the 12:46 mark of the first period. McEwen in on the forecheck. That puck momentarily was free, but he's got no support. And Alexiak is there. Now the Flyers get in and try to help out McEwen, who tries to get the puck back to the point. Did the shot. Sanheim deflected and went wide. They'll roll it back around. Comes all the way out to Brown. Brown had to go off his shin pad. Back out. Ristolainen, a shot blocked. And the Kraken have it going the other way. They move it ahead. Poke it deep into the zone. Getting to it. Alexiak centers it. Jones is down. The shot is underneath him. Somehow it did not go in. Again, Schwartz was in the blue paint. Kraken very close to taking the lead again.
Seattle with 8:38 remaining in regulation. I am Taryn Hatcher. He is Scott Hartnell. We are standing by for Flyers postgame live once this one goes final to break down
all of the action feels like a misleading statement. Scott, but seriously, for the Flyers, they've had an overturned goal now, multiple power play opportunities. They still have not been able to score beyond that JVR goal early in this game. What is it going to take to break through at this point?
I think that power play got some momentum from that power play. They had a couple good shifts after it, but right now you have to play for Martin Jones. This guy's been playing lights out tonight. A huge save right at the end of that, the last whistle there, and got a little break on the disallowed goal, like you mentioned, but you got to play for Jonesy. After this break, long layup, it's not easy to travel across the country. You got to play for this guy and get that next goal.
Jonesy, if you're on this team at this point in this game, your goaltender has bailed you out this many times and it has been this stagnant. What do you do at this point?
Well, you want to try to steal a win for him, like Scotty was just mentioning as well. There's no question Martin Jones has done an outstanding job. You can see the 27 saves tonight already, and you can expect he's going to have to make a few more before this one's all said and done. But if you're the Flyers, it's about getting some shots on goal going the other way. Increase the volume. Doesn't necessarily mean quality. Just get it to the net like that.
Yeah. Just a dozen now, 13 saves for Grubauer. You saw the numbers for Jones. Atkinson back to the point. Braun a shot. Goes wide. All the way back out. Provorov pinches. And Riemsdyk in there. Atkinson back out. Braun a shot. That's snared by Grubauer. He'll hang on. A little pushing and shoving ensues in front as Van Riemsdyk got a little too close to the Seattle goaltender, in their opinion.
And that's what happens when you get pucks to the net. There's some traffic in front. Maybe a puck bounces your way. Experience the magic of the season at Tinseltown Holiday Spectacular with its large outdoor event layout. This holiday spectacle is the perfect way to safely celebrate the season. Plan your visit today at tinseltownholiday.com. There's the goal scorer for the Flyers. JVR is on the bench. Farabee out on the ice here for this offensive zone faceoff.
To the left of Grubauer. And Alexiak sent it over to Hayes. Turnaround shot was blocked in front. Donskoy ahead. Speed to Johansson. And he'll play it deep. Get it to the side of the net, then back around behind was Johansson. Flyers get it back. Farabee to Konechny. Quickly in, cuts to the middle, all the way to the right wing, drops it off. Hayes fires, and that one denied in front, all the way back out to Sanheim. Sanheim will deal it to Ristolainen. Into the corner. Hayes fired from the angle, and that one took off, came all the way back out to Sanheim. Back to Ristolainen. Another wrist shot, the save by Grubauer. And he'll hang on, and that was more like it right there.
It's all starting from shots. Even the one from a very difficult angle by Hayes leads to more puck possession and an eventual shot from the point with some traffic in front. And that's what the Flyers need to do here in the last few minutes of this game. See if they can try to win this thing in regulation, but that's the formula.
Again, they drop the puck to the left of Grubauer as Brown is out. Got that puck back, but Kraken pick it up. Everly plays it in from the red line. Jones sets it up. Plays it right to Everly. Everly to Schwartz. And to the point, the shot there, and the save made by Jones. The rebound sitting in the slot. Finally poked free. McCann will get it back out. That was Borgen who took that shot. Now Schwartz. Around behind the net. It's going to come all the way back toward Willman, but instead to the point. Shot Borgen. Knocked down in front. Behind the net. They get it back out in front. Comes free shot. Borgen. That's blocked aside, I think, by Willman. If it didn't go off of Jones. Borgen has it back again. He tries again. That shot deflects wide. Knocked down behind the net. Was Provorov. He's trying to cover it up. Could not. Schwartz. His pass tipped by Willman. And the Flyers will get it to center and to the red line, and Brown gets it in. Took a lot of work to get that puck down the ice.
That's what you call a grind.
Yes.
Right there. But they got it and got it out of there. Another stop on Martin Jones in the mix.
Pass in center. Not as far as the Philadelphia line. Connaughton slips it back through. Back is Lozon. Mayu trying to knock that puck down. That's McCormick instead to Geekie. And across it comes. Adam Larson will just feather that deep into the Philadelphia zone. Yandel tries the other side of the ice. It goes to the point instead. Geekie behind the net. Geekie thought he'd have more help, but a player had lost his stick or broken his stick and had to go to the bench. Connaughton worked on by McCormick. Frost to lend some support. He's checked, knocks Geekie down. Play carries on. Larson gets past Farabee, off on the other side for a shot. They score! Jeremy Lauzon beating Jones. And the Kraken take the lead late in the third.
You know, the whole sequence started with Larson just chipping the puck in the corner and allowing Seattle to get in on the forecheck. It's something they've done really well. And about 30 seconds later, it's Larson that finds Lauzon, who walks in and snaps it past the blocker side of Martin Jones. A heads-up play by Larson, getting some open space, but it's some tired Flyer forwards and defensemen, for that matter, that are unable to make the play. And Seattle takes advantage of some guys that are breathing a little heavy on that play. A good shot by Lauzon beats Jones for the go-ahead goal.
Lauzon's first with the Kraken. In fact, he had to go back into his time with the Bruins. 43 straight games on the goal, but the Flyers come right back and score! Van Riemsdyk buries one, and the Flyers respond. It's tied at 2 just like that. 15 seconds is all that separates the 2 goals.
Out of nowhere. I mean, what a shot from James Van Riemsdyk. His second goal of the game, and he just snaps this thing right under the bar. Flyers get that puck in deep. JVR and Claude Giroux start the play. And after a D-to-D play, Sanheim alertly slides it across the seam right to JVR. What a pass from Sanheim, and what a quick flick of the wrist for James Van Riemsdyk. Big Sully right there. And we got a 2-2 game.
James Van Riemsdyk. His 5th goal in the last 6 games. Second one here tonight. And so we start over. 5 minutes to go in the third. Tied at 2. Sanheim will play it across. Just the line in ahead. Flyers dump it deep. Hayes chips it around. Irby takes a look, and his shot from the angle is knocked down and controlled by Grubauer, and then Konecny goes and stirs the pot. Deuce is wild in Seattle.
Find your 2021 RAV4 Toyota today. Toyota, let's go Flyers.
And no surprise, this guy's back on the ice, right? James Van Riemsdyk, 2 goals for the Flyers. The second one tying the score up 15 seconds after the Kraken had taken the lead here in period number 3. And Mike Yeo comes right back with the guy with the hot hands.
Again, the face-off to the left of Philip Grubauer. 15-second. That's the response you want to see from the team, and the Flyers now try to build off of that goal. They've been outshot 32-18 in this game. But that really doesn't matter, Jonesy. It's about the final 4:41 here.
Yeah, that's actually a very surprising goal after Seattle took the lead. The Seattle Kraken have been playing really well, and the Flyers found a way.
Put an extra second back. That's about the final 4:42. Behind the net, Flyers win that battle at Giroux. Giroux tried to fight off the checking, and good support there from Wenberg, an outstanding defensive forward to knock the puck away. Flyers try to recover it. The Kraken have it. Wenberg to Larson. They'll pop it high in the air, and it's gloved ahead by the Flyers. So the hand pass brings the whistle. Face off deep in Philadelphia ice.
Braun out there knocking the puck down the neutral zone. Pushing it ahead. Looks a little irritated by that call. The Flyers change things up, as do the Kraken. Lauzon picking up the Kraken goal here in period number 3 that gave his team a lead for a whole 15 seconds before this guy tied it up.
And the Flyers win the face-off. Sanheim out of the reach of us to line him, but good work by Konecny to recover for the Flyers. Hayes backhands it out and sent back in. Delayed offside there, so the Flyers with the free out as we enter the Toyota RAV. 4 minutes to play. Sanheim ahead, off of Farabee to Konecny in front. threes. Oh, he couldn't finish it. He had net to shoot at, but it went wide. I'm not sure if Grubauer got a piece. Shot by Farabee, and that one spit back out. Up the wall, another shot, Farabee. That one gloved by Grubauer. He'll hang on and connect. He's at it again. And he needs some help. There's a couple of Kraken get after him. Farabee comes in, Hayes as well.
It's a real byproduct of getting pucks to the net that allows Konechny to start to irritate the opposition. He's attracting a lot of attention. Seattle got away with a cross-check on the previous shift, but eventually the refs are going to call it. There's the pass across from Konechny, and it just rolls off the stick of Hayes. Perfectly placed pass. That was a beauty. And unfortunately for Hazy, it rolled up on him just as it reached his stick. He's trying to elevate it up over the blocker's side of Grubauer. A lot of discussions here with the Flyers as they head to the face-off circle. They have been energized by the JVR tying goal.
Morgan Frost could not win that draw. Had the puck momentarily for a chance to win it, but Kraken got it away from him. Alexiak ahead. And the battle on. It bounces back into Seattle ice. Grubauer out. Plays it just out of the reach of Lindblom. They move it ahead. No icing here. Connaughton's got to get back and play this puck. It's tipped away from him. And now Lindblom turns it over. Didn't get it high enough. Gord knocks it down. Gord back to the point. Alexiak with a shot. Blocked. Bounces to Mayu, and he's just going to bank it down the ice. Alexiak goes back to retrieve. We hit the 3-minute mark remaining here in this third period. Gord flips it in. Provorov calmly moves it away from him back to McEwen up the left wing. Looking to get it to Willman. Willman behind the net. Checked by Larson. Larson erases him. McCormick played it off of Frost, and Braun's able to get that puck back deep into Seattle ice. Goes on, stabs it up the wall. Stolen. Brown to Provorov. Deep it goes. Willman after Schwartz. The puck high in the air. Played by McEwen. Provorov in. They scramble and battle for each loose puck. Brown across. Braun a shot. It's gloved by Grubauer, and he will squeeze it. Tonight's Flyers Kraken game is brought to you by Wells Fargo. Together we'll go far. And by the Toyota Camry, now with available all-wheel drive. Visit your local Tri-State Toyota dealer today. Flyers' first ever game in Seattle going down to the wire.
Yeah, it is, and they've been a much more impressive team since JVR scored that tying goal. A lot more offensive zone time and a lot more smart plays down there.
Off the draw, Giroux fought to get that puck back to Sanheim. Now Ristolainen, a wrist shot, and that's batted wide. Bounces back to the circle. Giroux got it to Van Riemsdyk. Van Riemsdyk back for the captain, but it got past him out along the boards. Donskoy just trying to clear. Giroux would not be denied there. He knocks it down, then Donskoy knocks him down and finally does clear the zone. Played into skates, bounces across. Kraken jump on it as they get in across the Philadelphia line. Wenberg out for Johansson. He is checked by Sanheim, and now Giroux has it. And he will bounce one in on Grubauer. Has to play that carefully, and he'll hang on. A little late shove there by Ristolainen, and that draws the ire of Alexiak. He's one of the few guys who can kind of match Ristolainen's size. In fact, Alexiak is, by the listings the NHL sends out, the heaviest player in the NHL.
Yeah, the Flyers keep attracting the crowd again, right? Little slashing behind the plate. And they're going to call one guy, or they're going to tell him to get out of the pile. That's the plan. You want to try to force them into taking an ill-advised penalty. And I'm not sure that that's what the official was signaling or not, but that's kind of been an effective approach for the Flyers here in the latter part of this game, getting pucks to the net. Pushing a little body there. Ristolainen gets the attention of Alexiak, who didn't like the push on Soucy. That appeared like Ristolainen was trying to push him on top of his goaltender. And there's the big gloves of Alexiak for the couple of shots. Konechny arrived on the scene and gave Soucy a couple extra cracks behind the plate.
Soucy appeared concerned. Maybe a penalty call, but unforthcoming, so it stays 5-on-5. 1:45 to go in the third. Hayes will now go against Eberle on this face-off. And it bounces to the corner. Konechny, little stutter step move to get free. Goes it along the kick plate. Provorov back to Konechny. And he's buried by Alexiak on the hit. Eberle comes up with the puck. Cross ice to Giordano, right back to Eberle. Hits the Flyer line, but his shot is blocked by Provorov. McCann, a quick shot, finds glass, skips all the way up the wall, but kept in by Alexiak. Back down low, Provorov hustles to get to the puck, and then drops it off for Braun. Justin Braun ahead for Konechny. Tries to get the legs moving, but gets caught from behind, and the puck tipped to Alexiak. As the Kraken organize the attack, we hit the final minute of regulation time.
1 minute remaining in the third.
Alexiak. The left wing feed is intercepted. And the Flyers get it back into the Kraken zone. As Atkinson got that puck, the Flyers can't get to it. Larson ahead. Here's Järnkrok. Järnkrok in. The puck back around behind the net. Ristolainen checked by Järnkrok. Giroux in. Helps out the defense, but the puck gathered and almost centering. That was Gord. It goes back to the point, kept in. They get it back down low. Giroux able to knock that down. And he gets the puck free to Sanheim, who finds Van Riemsdyk. Into the middle. And now it's popped up in the air by Ristolainen into the corner. Van Riemsdyk will pursue. Big hit on Larson. Ozan comes in and Larson escapes with the puck. 17 seconds of the period. One last rush here for the Kraken. Blackwell to the red line. He'll fire it in. It bounces to the corner. Braun and Gord after it. Flyers good support. Get to that puck and move it ahead. They still have 6 seconds. As Woman will dump the puck deep. And after Lindblom, but the Kraken get their first, and that's it for regulation time. Extra hockey. In the Flyers' first visit to Seattle, James Van Riemsdyk scores both Flyer goals. 2-2 after 60. 3-on-3 overtime when we return.
And a lot of it has to do with this guy, our Chevrolet player of the game, is James Van Riemsdyk. He's been the Flyers' best offensive threat. He scored twice in the game, including the tying goal just 15 seconds after Seattle had taken a 2-1 lead. Martin Jones has been outstanding in goal as well. Here's how we got to this point. Let's take a look at JVR's first goal, a power play goal. Claude Giroux moves past Bill Barber in the Flyers' all-time scoring list. Yanni Gord, a power play goal of his own, tied it up at 1 apiece before Jeremy Lauzon gave the Kraken the lead, and then 15 seconds later, it's JVR with his second. And the tying goal. Flyers have played much better since that goal. Let's see if they can continue that in this 3-on-3 overtime session.
Well, overtime, last time the Flyers played, it was a while ago, 11 days ago, but Cam Atkinson setting up Travis Sanheim for the extra session game winner at the Wells Fargo Center on December the 18th, giving the Flyers their second victory in overtime this year. Their other one came courtesy of the man who made that pass, Cam Atkinson. And they'll try to make it back-to-back wins in overtime here. The 3-on-3 as the Kraken and Flyers begin the overtime. Provorov out there with Atkinson and Giroux. And here's Provorov, who's had a couple of game winners in overtime in his career. He'll turn back with the puck here. Provorov deals to Giroux. Giroux trying to get away from Järnkrok. Hand off to Provorov. Provorov will skate it back to center. Possession game. Flyers trying to keep the Kraken players out there. Perhaps they'll make a change if they don't see much developing offensively. That's a turnover as Giroux played it the other way, and it's Larson who gets to it. Flyers will get their change, though, as the Kraken go back to the puck.
You'd rather see them change while they possess the puck and force Seattle to stay out there and not be able to make that long change, but Seattle's got possession now.
And Eberle cuts in. Eberle with a speed to the backhand. Save Jones, and no rebound.
Yeah, that's the important part. No rebound. Face-off coming, and Eberle takes a backhand opportunity as he gets a step right there on Provorov and slides that backhand right into the belly of Martin Jones. Jordan Eberle, a very nifty forward that can make defenders look silly in some of those one-on-one situations, but Martin Jones with a nice stop.
Kraken win the draw. Giordano a shot. Fended off by Jones with a blocker. Patrick Brown out there to win that faceoff. He's out on the ice. Sanheim plays it all the way down the ice. They've got Farabee. Farabee got it to the side of the net. Grubauer got his glove on it. The puck was actually free, but they blew it dead.
Kind of rolled off the stick of Joel Farabee there. Was trying to move it from his backhand to the forehand. Quick whistle on the play. Looked like the puck was still loose momentarily. An offensive zone face-off for the Flyers. Giroux on the ice on his strong side to take this draw.
Well, Giroux's made some history tonight. He'd love to cap it off with a game winner, and knowing, gee, the game winner would mean more than making history.
Yep, tonight, that's for sure.
Wenberg and Giroux. Puck sat, a little hesitation from Sanheim, but he does get to it. Centered it. Went to the side of the net. Now Sanheim on it again. Travis Sanheim takes it all the way back out to center. 90 seconds into the overtime. Giroux weaving his way in, dropped it off for Van Riemsdyk, who dropped it back for Sanheim, and it's stolen by the Kraken. Yarncroke will tip it to Wenberg. Flyers did get back, but now the pass to Oleksiak. Oleksiak waits, fires, save. Jones rebounded, and he was able to deny Yarncroke. Sloppy play by the Flyers, but now the pass hits the linesman, as Giroux might have had his step. He has to go back and get the puck. Now he's got it in across the line, and he'll play it back out all the way back into his own zone. Probably too far back, because that allows the Kraken to get changed. And now Provorov. Give to Hayes. Kevin Hayes, the long pass ahead. He's got his man cutting on up. The shot, they score! Ivan Provorov, another overtime beauty. And the Flyers are winners in Seattle. 3-2 is your final. Ivan Provorov, he loves the 3-on-3, doesn't he?
Yeah, what a move by Provorov, and what a pass by Kevin Hayes right on the tape. And a hard drive by Provorov, dekes out Grubauer and buries it on the backhand. But there's the heads-up play by Kevin Hayes right on the tape. Hits Provorov in full stride. He spreads his feet across and manages to handle that rolling puck and patiently waits. Doesn't get all of it, gets enough of it. And Grubauer can't get back across as Provorov turns on a dime and wins it in overtime for the Flyers. That is gigantic. 2 points that roll off the stick of Provorov and into the net right there.
And I mean, he did not have a whole lot of room on that side. I mean, he had a lot of room, but the puck didn't have much room as it went across the post. You can see the shadow of the puck on the post, but it counts. And the Flyers win in game one of this 4-game road trip. And the overtime hero joining us from ice level in Seattle is Ivan Provorov. Provy Harris.
Yeah.
All right, Provy, congrats. You know, that's your third one, I believe, in overtime. You seem to really enjoy that 3-on-3 and jumping up on the play.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot more space when you play 3-on-3. If you can catch someone flat-footed and, you know, there's only one D defending, so a lot of times the forwards kind of lose track of you. So if you can come up with speed and find the lane, and, you know, Hazy made a great pass, and I just had to put it in.
Yeah, talk a little bit about the goal again, Provy. You saw the pass from Kevin Hayes right on the tape. A great move by you to finish it off, and we're taking another look at it right here. Just walk us through your move on the